who wants to pick off targets. The problem is, I'm not sure Giants will be allowed to. Because who's going to stop Fiora in the side lane? Who's going to stop LeBlanc in the side lane? Not going to happen.
Well, you mentioned how Senkak's
Ganking
early
mid
lane
might
pressure,
happen.
and the chains have connected. Peppy cannot break the tether. First blood secured for Senkak.
We see this.
Giants a little bit overextended. Atom is going to get jumped on here. I wonder where he's got on the dash. I think Senkak's may have face planted, does not connect with the chains, and wonder where he's going to go down.
Really?
Very easy kill. Splyce.
Except for that one.
Except for the one
Pretty big
misplay.
mistake.
Yeah, evened it out, of course. But for the time being, it's still wild growth save Atom. I think we're about to find the answer to that question. And the Nick comes out, Atom's still holding it.
Oh, he has no
Senkak
flash.
will get the chain down, and wild growth didn't even.
Steps every time. Pushing up lanes.
This is gonna hurt. Sorry to fish out. Bets on
He's
Yok.
done so.
Wow! Criticism last year. I will return to that in a second as Atom's the next target. Wild growth available. He manages to channel it this time. The Ignite is ticking flash for flash. Senkak gets the kill. Passive.
Stuck in the side lane. Wonder where is pushed down to his tower, so Adam is sitting there with him. And then suddenly you can gain something. I just want to see Splyce, you know.
Flash back from Nisbet. Giants, they've not stopped yet. Spirit Rush into the chomp. Kobe gets caught. He's killed. Giants have found themselves another window of opportunity. But Yoka goes forward as Audrey as going to help out for the additional kill. Oh! Triple into quadra kill for Sen. Hold off, still a level ahead. Oh, Peppy's so close to this wall. The double dash. Chains don't connect this time round. Ignite is ticking, but I don't think it'll kill Peppy. So close! Oh. Just yet on those pink wards, you can see 1, 2, 3 wards inside Giants jungle.
Very far ahead. They like to have yellow trinkets instead of blue trinkets.
Why?
They also like to kill the enemy AD carry. Base now. But Yoka has to try and go in and steal this one. I mean, that's almost the only play he can make.
Well, Grand Challenge comes down. Wonderware will get the kill onto Batong Yoka. Gonna carry on chasing down onto Atom. The Baron has been stopped, but Splyce will be happy with that. They've started the fight again. Wonderware is gonna eat almost an entire culling, and Senkak, he's forced.
One shot them and clear them, work for them, but also, I mean, you never really go wrong by having blue trinkets. It's just such a strong
other teammates to knock up like bowling pins. And the inhibitor's gonna fall again. Giants are trying to seconds. And that's exactly what Senkak wants to do to Atom. The chain will find its target, but Batong Yoka will not find a very good kickback because he didn't have it available. I need to look at that first before seeing him dash in. All 5 members of Splyce continuing to siege up onto the second inhibitor. It will drop shortly. Senkak, he dashes 90 degrees to the right and finds Audrey. One of the damage dealers from Giants is down for 45 seconds. And Splyce, they set their sights on the Nexus turret, decide maybe a little too risky. They all dash through the gate, and here comes Senkak again. Atom will get rooted, and Senkak will use that distortion out. But Batong Yoka follows forward before being burst down. It's a kill credit over to Kobe. Flashes over the wall. Splyce, they see a dead Nexus in their sights, and they're chasing Giants away. Wonderware is looking for the Grand Challenge, and he will find it. Picks up a kill onto Atom. The ace from Splyce. They destroy the turrets, and they finish off the base.
stand out.
Origen give Roccat. Because that's really going to determine this game. I'm excited to see.
It looks very different.
Excited to see. He's lost a lot of color. Only CC comes in from Power of Evil. This could be problematic. The slow comes in from the Vault, and now Soaz is sticking a little far forward. The Cocoon into Gold Card means Soaz is down. He's holding on to his flash as Extinct is coming up. There's no access to Extinct ultimates yet. Soaz is going to flash over the wall, and Power of Evil, Gold Card into Insta-Cleanse. Now he's the one that's in trouble. Hammer Shot comes out as Mithy has been able to roam back. Soaz vaults over the wall. He finds Extinct. The Cocoon connects with Mithy. Nobody has died yet. Mithy's looking forward as the exhaust comes down. Extinct slides.
Farm will probably continue being behind for quite a bit. Graves is also a good display pushing, the sitting inside lane, pushing in. Mithy being thought out.
Trouble. You can see Amazing. He's coming in with the Void Rush. There's some support from Power of Evil and a Wild Growth available. Extinct continues to run away, but he's been tagged by a very spooky looking ghost. A flash forward. Extinct cannot interrupt that. And Amazing with a furious bite in the kill.
Amazing knowing that he's gonna get wall, stun him into the wall, and then Q him after, and then If you knock him over the wall, it happens as well.
Oh, look at this.
Is level 5.
In so much trouble. There's no unbreakable will available. Sven's been surrounded. Freddy's come up as well. With no...
You can then start controlling the side lanes. Airwax is coming in for Sven. He's all alone here.
He is alone. The flash comes out, but the cocoon still hits. Wild cards and red card to secure it. No ultimate required.
So basically, Roccat had pushing in top lane. They took over the jungle. They move in behind with Airwax. There's no vision for Origen. Amazing is running in.
Here comes Soaz. He's tagged up Airwax. Airwax flies into the air before he flies back to base on the wings of Soaz's auto attack.
So Freddy's still bot lane. He's running away now. Sapphire.
Oh, you're in trouble. Why are you there, man? You do not want to be here. An aggressive play from Power of Evil. He flashed for the knockup. A flash from Miffy as he finds the connect and secures the kill with the trample. This is out of position. This is scary. Look at the surround and the support.
Why is he mid?
There's a gold card and Soaz is caught. He's got a flash available. Won't get to use it. Secure the kill.
So, before Swords went mid, not sure why, ends up dying. Only good thing for Origen there. Group mid, push up for that tier 2 tower. They might even meet Swords.
And Sapphire's in trouble. Look at Origen, they're coming from behind. Power of Evil with the Glitter Lance gets the kill. Now Soaz is pinned against the wall as the wild growth makes him a gigantic bird. He flashes away for safety. Amazing will be the sacrificial queen of the Xersai. The collateral damage is not enough as the shield from Lulu keeps him alive. Soaz flashes over the wall. And the gold lead for the first time in this match, if not 20 plus minutes. Dragon control.
Origen was sitting back. Roccat picks up and needs to go.
So Sven now looking forward. He's going to sidestep the cocoon. Miffy does have a flash available if Roccat continue to group up. That's a flash engage. Extinct is knocked up into the air as Miffy is then pinned against the wall. They will run down Extinct. That's the first kill. Sven flashes forward. He had the Lulu move speed.
So this is only 3 guys from Roccat.
Now let's find out. Miffy's in a little bit of trouble with Sven. He's got so much damage. Betsy finds a gold card onto Soaz and Wild Growth is used to save his life. The Baron's been stopped, but it will cost Sapphire's life. The tower is secured down bottom and Sven, he is running. He is flinging light at Betsy. The gold card stuck at Betsy. He's going into the Raptor camp. Gold card is primed. Does not find a very good target though and will finally throw it out. It finds Miffy as the unbreakable will has been used. Amazing's coming in from the back line and he will get knocked away. Steadfast presence was already used. Now Betsy's in trouble. He's knocked up into the air twice as Amazing flash forward to follow it up, but Betsy stays alive. Freddy's the first victim as he's killed by Sven's auto attacks. The culling is firing away, making extinct. Sapphire gets dropped.
We just go for 1 lane, we just go for 2 lanes only. And that's too easy for Origen to defend against and then force a potential team fight. And the last 3-4 minutes has just been fights for Origen around Baron, around down or stunner while you then go for the AD carry. Cleanse obviously completely removes that fact. For Power Weevil, he can always protect Sven. He's going in again.
He really is. Peck is going to be smiling as that inhibitor drops. Sven's going to... Number 8 falls. Tower number 9 will follow shortly. Roccat are falling apart at the seams. They've got themselves 1 kill onto Soaz.
And they have to go further now. Roccat just needs to force a fight. It's 5 versus 4. But I think it's too different. I have to see a massive mistake from Sven. Like, he has to go super greedy. Now he can join his team because there's nothing else to push. But just keep looking at Sven.
Wow.
Betsy has to force his QSS, and then on the next engage, they have to try and take him down.
Gold card's been used. There was a knock-up in the back line, though. Now Miffy's continuing to push forward. Extinct is the first target to fall. Power of Evil gets the kill credit. The rest of Roccat, they're running for their lives. And Origen have got super minions for days. They take down the first Nexus turret. Will follow shortly onto the second. The QSS has been used. Soaz is looking for Betsy. Help picks will allow those auto attacks to deal more damage. But Origen destroy Rockat's Nexus.
They had to fight for it. Because Roccat had a very...
Into the rift. But not too long now before we get into this.
Just waiting it out. Just slow.
Waiting for opportunity.
I don't think he's able to take that 1v1 too easily, but this helps because now you're also fighting out in the river.
Yeah.
And
then you line yourself up for it. Kickers will jump forwards and challenge him to a grand challenge, but Perks is there as well and collects the first blood. Over to Corki.
That was very greedy, and he just get punished in exactly what G2 wants. And Gamsu now, well, he's gonna kill Kickers.
He's just gonna kill him. Okay then. Did he already use Repulse?
I like this play. You know you can push into Israel. You know you have a strong early game jungler. Speed up the game. You want to get these side lanes down and then start grouping mid.
Oh, nice Winter's Bite. Should be able to get the stun as well. And Emperor jumps in, but the exhaust comes out. Maybe enough to keep Noxiac alive. Trick will come in, pick up that kill.
Bam!
Now the Sandra comes out and picks up a kill in return. Emperor, Hybrid, and Trick pay for that one kill.
So G2 got the tower. That was really good. But then they started chasing up. They saw that one possible kill in Spirit.
Well, this is not a good situation for Spirit, and he'll just straight up get out traded by Perks. Noxiac in the 2v2. Theoretically, they should win. Kikis is trying to get in lane. The flash forwards, and the package comes across and knocks them both into Reckless. Oh, they both go down. That was beautiful from Perks into Kikis' play.
Yeah.
Poking out Noxiac, the culling as well for more poke, and that may just be enough to start taking away the health of this turret. Here comes the TP and the hard engage from Fnatic. Is it enough though? Here comes the jump in and the ultimate from Gamsu, a 3-man ultimate. Can they get the follow-up though? Gamsu has been locked down but is still chasing after. Now has to back away, and Perks is respawning damage onto Reckless. Jump forwards from Emperor. Can he get the kill down? Lands the first one. Spirit will have to jump away. Distortion boots on a couple members as well from G2. Like, the sooner you have gonna hold that fort for a second, as we may have that flank engage we're looking for from Fnatic. Gamsu is trying to jump in, looking for that opportunity. Emperor has been CC'd up by Featherman, but he's used his ultimate now going into the Zhonya's. Grand Challenge comes out from Kickers, following on to Gamsu. They pick up the 2 big engage tools from Fnatic, and they just weren't in range to...
On whatever target Gamsu and Featherman locks down, and that burst should kill anyone. But G2 now picked up another win. They didn't even need the Baron.
Game is 2. This could be potentially greedy with the respawn timers. However, they're going in for the win. Pick up the first Nexus turret. They may have to back off now.
Fnatic should just mirror the exact same thing, either as defense with Graves wave through, or down to take towers at the same pace. But it was always so slow, and then got caught out, ended up dying.
Back off to the mid lane. Maybe try and engage. Emperor's a little bit chunked, so is Perks. Perks is just in the base for some reason. It will just flash out of there. And now Noxiac has taken the chunk. Gamsu will have to back off. And Kikis is looking for the flank from the sidelines. Gamsu dropping low. He's out of mana. And now the team can get the damage onto him. He'll have to flash away. So will Featherman. Gamsu didn't burn flash, but Featherman did. Now Featherman will be going down. Spirit is trying to do everything he can, but he just really can't do that much. Actually, jumps in, picks up the kill alongside Reckless, but he's had to put himself in a bad position to get that play off. Gamsu's come in from base, but what's he have? He has no ultimate, he has no carries left remaining apart from Spirit's damage.
And again, Fnatic are just so weirdly positioned on the map, just allowing G2 to constantly push in, poke again on mid tower, get a free bot lane tower. And honestly, G2 are just so far ahead, you know, they can just keep pushing in, and there's so little Fnatic can do.
Well, they're poking away, and Gamsu's trying to tank some damage up for his tower. Now he gets CC'd in place by the Winter's Bite, instant concussive blows. The tower goes down, and all Fnatic are being shoved away. And Gamers 2 just close in on the Nexus, should be able to pick this one up. And Gamers 2 take the game over Fnatic.
That was
and even pop Zhonya's before you just get blown away before the start of the fight. But we have the full compositions here to see how this one works up. Remember, that is Joko in the jungle.
Elements can be fine playing this scaling game. Hang on, Sprattle now.
Sprattle, quite dead. We'll put up the tornado, but first blood over to Steelback.
And that's the difference right now. The Unicorns have
Jukes towards his team and gets shielded from Sprattle, so he'll stay alive. But now Sprattle and Rallis are caught out. That's a lot of damage coming in from Fox, but has been cocooned. Will cleanse that one out, and the hug lands from Hillisang. Steelback with the damage, and the Rend picks up the kill.
it all comes crumbling down.
We have a Steelback off on the side lane. Hook lands onto Sprattle. All he wanted was the pink ward. The box comes up. Does he have a way out? The answer is no. Hillisang picks
New level, and it's just rinse and repeat over and over, and we see more action here from the Unicorns.
Steelback throws in Hillisang, and he's ready with more damage. Fox comes in, Grand Challenge activates, but Steve jumps in, and he immediately wants out. Mistakes were made. He'll flash away. There's the ultimate from Chachi, and Aika was
playing so far back, had to run with the tail in between their legs, and they're going to just watch Unicorns take a Baron buff here.
And that's Baron. Over to Unicorns of Love. We'll see how much they can do with it, because all of those...
It's the reverse mind game, you know?
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
yes.
Really good hook for him. Hillisang here fakes it onto Steve, ends up going for Sprattle, execute his close, Steelback comes, still gets cocoon and dies.
Yeah, and the Monsoon was enough to keep Sprattle alive. Joko off to the side. They don't take down Gilius, and he'll just kind of scuttle away into Aika. Aika does not have his ultimate, though. This is starting to go extremely well for Elements, at least in this trade. Chachi got the ultimate still, and the binding lands onto Joko. Steve jumps in, but there's Chachi going to the back lines, and he is just destroying everybody, along with Fox. Double kill comes in, triple kill back.
Yeah, they're playing so clean, especially That is the answer to a utility teamfight comp, is you just split them up.
There's nothing that Elements can really do though, and Rallis trying to put down the damage, but he just doesn't have enough. He can't even get through the shield that Joko has on top of him, and there goes the inhibitor.
Yeah, Rallis watched Origen, and he's thinking to himself, why isn't this working? I have a Lulu, I'm Lucian, I should be able to 1v5 here, but sadly this game turned out a little different, and Unicorns setting up for the final blow.
All of these minions flooding in, and they're just waiting. Joko comes in from base, back to full health. He's even tankier now. And Steve, maybe he can get a lunge off here, but that's all he's really going to accomplish in this fight. Gilius jumps in. They have to go for this one, but they jump in and instantly get deleted. Iker is out of the fight, and Steve jumps in, and he also dies. There's just nothing that Element can do, and they are being run down into their fountain. Mr. Rallis stays alive, protecting his KDA, but there's not much to protect, and they're not going to protect the Nexus. Unicorns of Love come up big and take the win against Elements.
Yeah.
Taking that Gromp.
This can be dangerous. Just keep your eyes on the buff. The Fog of War is enabled right now, but around the corner could be an Alistar.
And here they come, the flash and the knockout from Vanda. And Hyonan is fast on the trigger. He'll flash away, but Kasing not going to be so lucky. The flash into the wall. Every one of us pale flashes.
Headshot. I think that is, yeah, forgiving getting too stuck in his old ways. But yeah, he never took Poison Trap, even in his days in SK.
Oh, Selfie actually getting blown up by Nuke Dog. A Lulu just 1v1s a Lissandra in the middle. Jankos and Vanda just chilling in this bush. And Hyonan, that's not the right place to go. Pulverize, flash, the burst down from Jankos. The slowdown coming in from Forgiven. He'll jump over the wall. He just wants an assist, man. But Jankos picks up the kill, point blank.
And they didn't really see where the gold marks were. This can happen.
Jankos comes out, will get some extra damage as well from end of the line, and oh, Hyonan barely survives bot lane though. Oh, Dualme getting knocked up by Shug. Cabashon will seal the deal with Undertow and pick up back kill.
Advantages, but yeah, they're on the back foot.
Now HGK kept the first dragon of the game at 16 minutes. We'll give them until he gets that though, however.
This could be a big fight here.
Coming in from the side, Shug looking for that knockup, but Vanda gets it first, and that's so much damage, and the return from the bullet time is just not enough. Vanda just walks up to him.
Playing a little bit too slow, waiting for that one magic opening, and they were fine playing so patient because they had the vision, but when you play against a team like H2K, who don't really care, and they will...
Selfie had his flash as well though, and Vanda, it's not over yet, you're not away, you're not home and dry, and Selfie gets in range. This time he'll flash. Jankos was also there, and then you walk away or walk into them, and then either die or walk away and realize you didn't have to walk away, but you can't auto-attack out of it as well, because you...
Right now we see Hyonan here playing protected Hyonan composition. Hyonan puts the barrel, Jankos goes.
Nice ultimate, this could be enough. Selfie comes in from the sidelines, but instantly turned into a squirrel and instantly blown up. He'll go into his own ultimate defensively. Vanda now zoning away the back line, and Shut comes into the fray, looking for a knock-up. Good CC on the Walme, and Vanda, the first kill of the fight goes down. Nuke Dog is out of there. Cabashon, that big threat is dead, and now Forgiven is left to run over the team. Shuk has to run away, the only one remaining, 4-0 over to H2K.
And finally, H2K spring the trap, and that was incredibly close to being a very ugly fight though. Imagine if Selfie got one shot there. We'll see it later in the replay though. But right now, Shuk is desperately trying to cut off the minion waves. If these minions survive long enough, H2K is going straight up for the finish. So that's what Shuk's doing here. He took a page out of, I think it was Marn who did it once with a teleport on the Maokai, but will be enough. Maybe H2K can just straight up tank these Nexus towers.
Yeah, that's the problem. If you tank the Nexus turrets and still have minions, it still gets a reduced damage. So they can just go for these towers and just take it out. And that is just going to be game for H2K. Take the fight in mid lane, and then they take down the game. H2K with the win over Vitality.